All right, welcome back to the Far Outpost. Let's talk about bumper plates, and especially 2020 bumper plates. So as you guys can see, we have CrossFit plates for everything. And I get that not everyone's into CrossFit, totally respect that. But if you're looking for cheaper bumpers from Rogue with all the Rogue goodness, then CrossFit is the way to go. They issue these once a year after the games, and they are at, you've heard me say this the last couple of years, but they're at kind of set discounts. That guy right there is a 16% discount off of the non-CrossFit branded one. These two are 15% off, and this one is the best deal at 19% off. And you can confirm all that by going and just doing some simple math on the regular bumper price versus these. These were sold in singles, but they were sold in singles at 19% off divided by 2 to get to a single price. And the shipping is Rogue shipping. So what it would cost you for other bumper plates on their site, it will cost you for these. So there's no change there. But from the bumper plate itself, 19, 15, 15, 16% off on the math this year. But here's the catch. This year in 2020, they weren't used. Why weren't they used, Scott? They were used because we had a pandemic. And as you all know, these things are ordered and delivered from China. I'm sure that order, right, to get the best pricing, that order is probably put in months, if not a full year in advance. And so by the time these things were halfway across the ocean, the world shut down, and here we go. They took 10 athletes to the games instead of top 50 women, top 50 men, top 25 teams, or top 20 teams. That's another 100 people. Those are 4-people teams, right? And so instead of bringing a couple hundred athletes to the games and needing plates for a couple hundred athletes, they took 10 athletes to the games. They needed plates for 10 people. So a lot of these, I don't believe, ever left Ohio. I think they sat in Ohio until after the games, and then a couple days later, they put them up on their deals section, the rogue.com website deals section. It's the red tab all the way to the right. And unlike previous years where you had a couple days to buy them, in 18, they lasted for 3 or 4 days. Last year, they lasted at least a couple days because I made multiple orders. This year, they lasted minutes, like everything else. But if you can just look at condition, I've never had the reds come to me used. They've always come new in the foam. But the blues, you can really see here the difference between the used one last year, and this one's too dark, I'll go around to the other side, and the new one this year that was never used. But here's the killer, look at this. The yellows have always come just trashed, like just trashed. And this year, brand new, never used. And then the greens have come in various condition. They all look about the same, but the first year in 18, they came brand new wrapped in plastic. So these ones weren't wrapped in plastic. This year, the green and yellow were in the same box together without any wrapping. So they kind of rubbed each other a little bit, but still, I mean, just look at the difference in those yellows. It's just crazy how dirty the first two were compared to the brand new one. And then if we go to this side to see the blues a little better, you can really tell the difference between the 2 years where they used them in the games, took them back to Ohio and sold them versus brand new, never used. So if you're looking for plates, you know, you've got the two best options in Rogue are going to be Hundo pricing, which should be occurring now, although I don't think this year you're going to see a lot of that. But typically Black Friday through kind of the holidays, you get Hundo pricing. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets, especially if they do a 5 for 5 ships for $5. That's just phenomenal way to go. If you're not interested in that, or if you don't have the ability to get ready for that around the holidays due to whatever else is going on in your life, these are the CrossFit Games every year, the first week of August, historically. And these go up for sale about the Wednesday after, 3-4 days after. The CrossFit Games are in Wisconsin. They truck everything back to Ohio, inventory it, and then sell it. This is the way I would go. Save yourselves, 15 to 19%. It's a really good deal. Hope you all have a great holiday out there. Thanks for stopping by.